Hi Pisces, and welcome to your Love Tarot forecast. This is for April 16th through April 30th, 2019. I'm going to start by pulling a few cards here to see overall energy in regards to love and romance for these next 2 weeks. So Pisces, let's see what comes out for you guys. All right, so we have one person, conflict, power struggle, thwarting. All right, so somebody's a little unhappy here, Pisces. On the other side, whoa, twist of fate, big change, blessing in disguise, wake-up call. All right, Pisces, these first 2 cards coming out over these next 2 weeks, those of you who are committed or kind of just seeing somebody, this pairing of cards is telling me you guys are going to be like having a coming of heads where anything that we've been sweeping under the rug, trying to ignore, if we've been like walking on eggshells, over accommodating the other, like it's all going to come out. Like we're going to have this discussion. I feel like it's much more than that, but we'll say a discussion. And, you know, we're just both really trying to be heard and tell our side. And, you know, it's just, it's a struggle. Now, if this is not happening between the 2 of you, this is something happening external to the relationship that's really affecting one or both parties involved. And, I don't feel like it's affecting the connection between the 2, but one person is really struggling and just having a hard time with whatever's going on in their life outside of the relationship. Those of you who are single, you could have like this crazy connection come in where you guys just, it's like crazy intensity, but yet like as intense as the good connection is, like you and this person just really, really butt heads, both incredibly strong personalities. There may be some sort of resolution to a long-standing argument, dispute, standoff, separation, something like that going on as well. All right, what exists in between? Well, look at that. 6 of emotions, longing, nostalgia, return. So those of you in partnership, to me, that indicates the discussion. But with this coming out, it's positive, okay? It's like no matter what you guys are fighting about or what's going on between the 2 of you, this discussion, you're going to work it out. You're going to work through it. It's just like I feel we've been kind of sweeping stuff under the rug, and it's time for it to all come out so we can clear it, we can resolve it, and move into a much higher vibration of experiencing each other, okay? Those of you who are single, I feel as though there's somebody trying to come back into your world, okay? I don't know what's happened in the past. It looks pretty intense, but it's like that time has passed, and now I'm missing you. Now I want to talk to you. Now I want to return to you. So let's pull some more cards here, Pisces. Okay, so we have in pursuit. Yeah, somebody really wants to make it right, come back into your world. Or those of you in existing partnerships, it's like, gosh, I don't want to screw this up with Pisces. Or you're thinking, man, I don't want to screw this up with my partner. Like, how do we get past this? Like, I want to move beyond this. Also, those of you where these challenges existing outside of the relationship, I feel as though if this is like a family or friend connection that's really screwy, it's like it's going to resolve, and both want it to resolve. Or if there's multiple family friend members involved, like they want resolution as much as you do or as much as your partner does, okay? If this is something existing outside of the 2 of you. Feelings ignited, challenges, and supportive. Okay, so this to me Pisces, those of you where this is existing outside of the relationship, either you are really stepping it up and being there for your partner through these crazy energies, or they're really stepping it up and being there for you through these crazy energies. Because I do see that for some committed Pisces, it's just like these external circumstances are really rough. If it involves family, friends, something like that, no matter what's happened, the family and friends don't want this conflict any more than you or your partner do, okay? And it's like we want to resolve this, we want to move past it, and whatever this is, ultimately at the end of the day, it's a blessing in disguise because energy had to change, okay? Now, if this is something that is existing between the two of you, this is where somebody is feeling like they're not supported. You know, it's just like constantly butting heads, and it's always got to be about you. And, you know, one person is just feeling very deflated, or defeated. And the other person in this relationship is picking up on that. And I kind of think unexpectedly, like, what is it going to take to make this work? Like, one person just really out of nowhere, like, what is it going to take to make this work? I don't want to let this go. You know, I really love you. We'll get through this, whatever it is. And it could have been the whole time prior that they just didn't really seem to care. But now they do, okay? Pisces, anybody returning back into your world, it's like they've had this huge change of heart, and they will stop at nothing to be back in your world. And I think our disconnection in the past here had something to do with feeling like a lack of support or a lack of true interest, or we just could not see eye to eye. And through our absence from each other, a lot has happened and taken place, okay? We've had a lot of wake-up calls, a lot of maturing, a lot of growing. So let's see, Pisces. I'm going to pull some more cards here. All right, so we have the Novice. Ooh, nice. The new emotions, new cycle, new path. Yep, like we're going to move beyond this. Eight of Flames, mutual attraction, fiery connection, passionate communication, which to me is fiery communication. Could be fighting, and or we're really expressing deep desires for each other. Seven of Emotions, daydreams, infatuation, indulgence. Seven of Flames, competition, jealousy, old flame. And lastly, we have the Messenger of Emotions, messages from the heart. Okay, Pisces, yeah, definitely an old connection trying to come back into your world. And it's because they've had a total change of heart, total recognition of why things went the way they did in the past. Or Pisces, this is you, where now you are in this hot pursuit to get back into somebody's life because you are taking responsibility for your actions, and there's a lot of remorse. And it's like, I bailed on you when it got tough, and I'm really sorry for that. Or somebody bailed on you when things got tough, and they're sorry. Or this is just kind of like this misconnection somehow, some way, where we just couldn't seem to get our footing, our balancing. And now a lot has happened, a lot has changed, and we're in a much more capable place. Those of you where this is something existing within a committed relationship, this might have to do with exes. Some ex trying to surface back around, or just a questioning of somebody not being over an ex. And what I see here, Pisces, is the connection you have is going to prevail. Whether you're the ex or you are the person currently involved, it's like aspected for Pisces to prevail here. So however that relates to you in that specific situation, okay? And then for those of you where this is something external to the relationship, I really feel we're going to be able to overcome it these next 2 weeks. And if it involves friends or family, there is going to be healing to that. We're going to finally have some understanding there, okay? If it's something else like a job or just some bad stroke of luck, that's, you know, there's new opportunities opening up. So let's pull some more cards, Pisces. All right, yeah, still developing. Okay, so this is coming out under the novice. Now, those of you where somebody's trying to come back into your world, or you're trying to get back into theirs, I don't feel like it's like instant like that. It's going to be a process, okay? Those of you where this is that issues in between, it's a process to work through to come to this new cycle. Those of you who are separated, or I should say, this is external to the relationship, again, it's a process. Now, under Eight of Flames, we have, I love this. Look at Eight of Flames, and now this is card 8. 888. Pisces, that is your repeating sign synchronicity for these next 2 weeks is triple eights, okay? That's Spirit saying, don't give up. Your hard work, your honesty, it's gonna pay off regardless of how you relate to this reading, okay? It's like aspected for Pisces to prevail. And this here is due to your own hard work, energy, and effort, okay? So Pisces, you see 888 popping up or popping up around a specific person. That Spirit is saying, yeah, this is going to work out, you know, whether we just are going to communicate and clear the air, we're going to get back together, we're going to resolve all of this, whatever it is, Spirit saying it's positive, you've earned it, you deserve it. Pay attention to 888. And next out, under 7 of Emotion, we have Angel Guidance, sign Feathers. So whatever's going on here, Pisces, you are being very divinely guided. Do not forget that and pay attention to that. Over here on 7 of Flames, we have Middle of Journey, sign 505. That goes back to this still developing. Even though we might be talking again or, you know, trying to work things out, it's a process. Don't give up. And lastly, on Messages of the Heart, we have the Challenge, sign 555. We're coming out of that. That's what we're working through. We've pretty much discussed that through this whole reading, right? Yeah, it's just like no matter what's going on, nobody wants to be fighting. Nobody wants to be separated. Nobody wants to, you know, be in this weird standoff, whether this is between you and your partner or this is happening externally to your relationship through other connections, or, you know, this is somebody you are completely separated from. Nobody wants this negative, challenging energy. Now, Pisces, anybody new that may be coming into your world, really take caution, because I see a lot of energy of being hung up on the past, on an ex, and a lot of unresolved energies around that. And over these next 2 weeks, looks like, you know, things are really starting to open up and pan out and resolve themselves. So, you know, just keep that in perspective. I'm going to pull 2 final cards here. Evaluation, okay. And we have a positive shift. Nice. Yes, yes, yes. So again, we're in contemplation mode. Nobody here wants to be fighting. Nobody here wants to be separated from each other. It's just, it is what it is. We've got to work through these challenges, whether they are existing within the relationship or outside of the relationship. We've got to work on moving through that and not giving up on each other, okay? And anything coming back into your world, again, I don't feel like it's this like magic happily ever after. There's some things that have to be worked through, but it's coming back together for purpose, okay? You both are still very much in each other's hearts. There's a positive shift of energy. And again, for you singles, anybody new that you meet that you feel like is hung up on their ex, chances are they very much are still there mentally and emotionally, and just their physical body is with you, and you're better off not getting involved in something like that. It's just a bunch of red tape, okay? So Pisces, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.